Feed to come on, and we are ready to go. Wrighster wrong, unafraid here. We had some big news today. We knew it was coming down the pipeline. Kyrie Irving traded to the Boston Celtics for Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Zizic, and Brooklyn's first-round draft pick for 2019. And just starting off, I will tell you this. This is a much better deal for the Boston Celtics than it is for the Cavs. Mind you, the Cavs are not being shortchanged in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You guys send in your comments. We will get to them. I want to know what you guys think about this trade as well, because I would say that I'm the person that probably told you that this trade was coming first. I told it to you 32 days ago. I told you this trade was coming 32 days ago. He asked to go to San Antonio, asked to go to all these the Knicks and all these other places. But I said if I were the Cavs, I would trade Kyrie to the Boston Celtics. And where did he go? The Boston Celtics. The reason why this is good for the Boston Celtics is multiple reasons, right? First of all, you're going to be in a quinky-dink. You're going to be in a situation after this season. Isaiah Thomas is going to want a max contract, but the dude is 5'8". Like, there's no way Danny Ainge is giving Isaiah Thomas a max contract. It's not happening. And people are foolish to actually think that you can win a championship with Isaiah Thomas on your team. It's not happening. He's one of the worst defensive players in the entire league. I know Kyrie's defense is not the best thing that you've ever seen, but it is better to have a 6'3" guy than it is to have a 5'8" guy. That's just the truth. This the NBA. Hype matters. And yes, the trade has happened. And it is Zizic, Jay Crowder, and Isaiah Thomas for Kyrie. Oh, and also they swapped the first-round pick in there. And another reason that it's good for the Boston Celtics is because it gives them the flexibility to also sign another player next offseason. So LeBron could potentially find a way to end up in Boston next offseason. I know Kyrie doesn't want him there, but who cares? I'd be trying to get wherever it is that I can win a championship. So Boston made a great move for themselves. Mind you, the Cavs didn't do too bad, but this is really only a one-year rental of Isaiah Thomas. Because if they sign Isaiah Thomas to a long-term deal, that's a foolish move. Because now you've staked your franchise like you're giving him Steph Curry money. Like you're giving him $200 million to be a 5'8" dude that doesn't play any defense. Like, yes, he's fun. Yes, he's a little cute and all that stuff. But you're trying to win championships. I wouldn't put it past Dan Gilbert to sign him long-term because Dan Gilbert's a nitwit sometimes. But this is a good deal for the Boston Celtics. There are people that are going to say, oh, well, they gave up Jay Crowder. Yes, they did. But they got Kyrie. When you look at their stats, when you look at these two guys' stats, and you see what Isaiah Thomas has been doing his whole career, right? Last year, he averaged the most points in his whole career, 29 points a game. Before that, 22. Before that, 19. I mean, there are diminishing returns on a guy who's 5'8". I mean, because you have to rely so much on your physical ability, on your God-given ability to be able to shoot over players and make shots at a rate that if you're bigger, stronger, faster, that you can do that for longer. Kyrie doesn't play defense. However, he's going to have to in Boston because that's the way Brad Stevens gets down. And Kyrie on his career, 21 points a game. His lowest scoring career year is 18 points. And he shoots over 50% from two-pointers and 40% from three. And Isaiah Thomas is only shooting 37% from three. And yeah, he's shooting over 50% from two as well. So you actually are getting a better player. I do feel like Kyrie was severely overrated in this trade simply because he does have a big name. He has been to the finals, all these things. But one thing that the Cavs did do well, they got that 2018 pick. They got the Nets 2018 pick, which is going to be in the top 3. And why does that matter? Well, because this next upcoming draft class is loaded. The top 2 picks is going to be similar to this year, where you had Markelle Fultz and you had Lonzo Ball as the 2 top guys. Next year, you're going to have 2 top guys, people who they believe are like franchise-changing players. One of them I've had the chance to see play in Marvin Bagley, who just reclassified out of high school to check into Duke. Marvin Bagley, 6'11", maybe 7 feet tall, super athletic. He can shoot the 3. He can drive. He blocks shots. I mean, the kid is special. The kid is absolutely special, fantastic. Then you look at the other kid, Michael Porter Jr., who's going to Missouri. His dad is one of the coaches there. He had committed to Washington. Their coach got fired. He ended up going to Missouri. So one of those 2 guys is likely to end up in Cleveland. So Dan Gilbert made a smart move in this one, because LeBron is going to walk out that door. The biggest winner out of this whole trade with Cleveland and the Boston Celtics is the Lakers. That is the biggest winner. The Lakers are the biggest winner in this trade. That is precisely why I said yesterday, do you know what Dan Gilbert is going to do? He's going to try to hate on the Lakers. He did it once with the Chris Paul trade, even though he had nothing to do with it. Got the commissioner to block the Chris Paul trade. So you know that the NBA opened an investigation with tampering with the Lakers and Paul George. So you know Dan Gilbert is going to try to affect where LeBron goes. He's going to try to affect LeBron, because LeBron's out the door. The winner of this trade was the Lakers by far, because that means LeBron is leaving, because he's not going to want to play with a rookie. Not going to want to play with a rookie. He's got too much to learn, and he's trying to go to the finals. Hard to go to the finals with rookies, especially that'll be LeBron's 16th season. What? Playing with rookies? Hell no. That makes no sense. He's not doing it. LeBron's not doing it. So the Lakers actually are in a really good spot because of this trade. You know that they will go try to get Paul George. Then they're going to try to get LeBron right after that. That's the real winner in this trade. The Los Angeles Lakers. I had a little bit of reaction on Twitter about it. So saying some people actually think it's a fair deal. At Sam MC Buckets says it's a fair deal. The Cavs need to deal Shump or Fry, though. Plus the next pick is helpful. Listen, they're not going to be able to deal Shumpert and Fry. Nobody wants those contracts. Nobody wants those contracts. Somebody said trading up barely at point guard and losing Crowder and the Nets first rounder. Yeah, sure. The Celtics are trying to win a championship this year, and they also have the Lakers pick from next year. So they're going to be getting in addition to getting another potential number 1 draft pick, they could get the number 1 draft pick, or they're going to end up about 6. 6? So they're going to add another big quality player, another lottery pick to the Celtics? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a ton of sense. Danny Ainge has finally started to use these picks in a meaningful way. Then you have people saying, Isaiah Thomas is a better scorer. Do you know what the funny part is? So many Boston Celtics fans had the audacity to be tweeting out, Isaiah's a better player than Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I can see them right now. I tweeted it out. Trying to find them tweets and delete them tweets because you got Kyrie. Now they're going to act super happy. That's fans, though, boy. That is fans. They will just jump on one thing and all of a sudden it'll change up in front of their face. Oh, no problem, no problem. No problem. Hilarious. I think the Cavs put themselves in a good position, but they didn't win this trade at all. They didn't win this trade at all. This was relatively fair. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys, thank you guys for joining me. I had to give you the reaction to the trade because, I mean, this is big news because Kyrie finally got what he wanted. He wanted out. He got to a winning situation. It's not like they traded him to hell. I mean, it's not like they traded him to Indiana. They traded him to the Boston Celtics, a winning situation. That's a good deal. That's a good deal for Kyrie. He left the Eastern Conference champions and joined the Eastern Conference champions. That's a win for Kyrie. I like that if I'm Kyrie. You guys, thank you guys for joining me. You guys, peace out. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Family time for the rest of the night. Doesn't really matter what happens. Adios.